Good morning students, hope you all are doing fine. So in the previous lecture, we solved a few questions based on word swapping. So in today's lecture, we will discuss a few more questions and even solve some previous year questions asked in various competitive examinations like IBPS PO, SBI PO and so on. So without any further ado, let's begin. So let's continue from where we left. So in the last lecture, we discussed till question 8. So let's begin from question 9 onwards. So here's the question, start solving. So is it done? Let's discuss. Let me first read out the sentence given. Niti Aayog, the farmers policy think tank, recently pointed out that the solution to the problem of waiving distress will be unresolved unless some proper measure is taken, as agrarian loans help a small number of governments. So on reading the sentence carefully, it is obvious that A and E and B and D needs to be interchanged. A and E, B and D. On interchanging them, they form a contextually and grammatically correct sentence. So, agrarian distress is a well-known term. It refers to the economic, political and social challenges faced by farmers due to factors such as low crop yields, etc. Similarly, waiving loans refers to the process of releasing the borrowers from the burden of loan repayment and no recovery will be made by the lender. Therefore, the correct sentence after interchanging the words should be Niti Aayog, the government's policy think tank, recently pointed out that the solution to the problem of agrarian distress will be unresolved unless some proper measure is taken, as waiving loans help a small number of farmers. Fine. I hope it's clear. Now moving on, solve the next question. So is it done? Let's discuss. Studies indicate that averse to popular apprehensions about displacement from jobs owing to globalization, even the skilled workforce is not contrary to moving to get a good job. So on reading the sentence carefully, it is obvious that A and D must be interchanged. So on interchanging averse and contrary, the sentence formed would be contextually correct and meaningful. Hence, clearly option 2 is the right answer. So the correct sentence should be, studies indicate that contrary to popular apprehensions about displacement from jobs owing to globalization, even the skilled workforce is not averse to moving to get a good job. So the correct answer is option 1. So I hope it's clear. Now moving on, let's discuss some previous year questions based on word swapping asked in various banking examinations like SBI PO, IBPS PO and so on. So let's begin. So here's the first question. It was asked in IBPS PO 2022 exam. Let me first read out the instructions given. In the given question, 5 words are printed in bold and are numbered A, B, C, D and E. The positions of some highlighted words may be incorrect and need to be exchanged with another highlighted to make the sentence correct. Find the words that need to be exchanged in case the given sentence is correct, your answer is E, that is no exchange required. Fine. So, start solving. So, is it done? Let's discuss. Let me first read out the sentence given. If you advertise a campus film showing with a flyer or poster, you will probably need to purchase a public performance rights, that is PPR license, before screening the film. So, in reading the sentence carefully, it is obvious that film showing is incorrect over here. Film screening would be the most appropriate word. Also at E, we need a verb in ing form because, as you can see, preposition before is used over here. This clearly, out of the given highlighted words, showing and screening, if exchanged, makes the sentence grammatically and contextually correct. Hence, option 2 is the right answer choice. So, the correct sentence after interchanging the words should be, if you advertise a campus film screening with a flyer or poster, you will probably need to purchase a public performance rights, that is PPR license, before showing the film. Fine. Now, moving on, solve the next question. So, is it done? Let's tally. Let me first read out the sentence given. A soldier that does not build out the promoted to the letter is not likely to be orders, since armies are carry on obedience to high command. So, let's analyze the sentence given. Clearly, built out is incorrect over here, as we have the word out after A. We need the word carry with it to form the phrase carry out. Carry out means to put in effect, or you can say execute or fulfill or accomplish, basically to do or complete something. Hence, carry out is the apt phrase over here. Therefore, clearly A and D must be interchanged. So, if we look at the options given, all the other options will be ruled out except for option 4, which says B and C and A and D must be interchanged, which is totally correct because at B the use of verb is incorrect. Instead, we need a noun over here. Hence, clearly B needs to be exchanged with C. Thus, the correct answer is option 4. So, the correct sentence should be, a soldier that does not carry out their orders to the letter is not likely to be promoted, since armies are built on obedience to high command. Fine. I hope it's clear to you all. Now, moving on, the next 4 questions were asked in your SBI PO 2022 examination. So, here's the first question asked. Start solving. So, is it done? Let's discuss. Let me first read out the sentence given. A lead to exchange experiences on societal benefits and growth as complementary goals would forum to fresh thinking on employment and the environment. So, the correct replacement of the highlighted words would be A and C, that is option 3 is the correct answer. Forum means a meeting or medium where ideas and views on a particular issue can be exchanged. Therefore, clearly forum is the most appropriate word for A. It perfectly fits in and makes the sentence contextually correct and meaningful. So, the correct sentence after improvement should be: a forum to exchange experiences on societal benefits and growth as complementary goals would lead to fresh thinking on employment and the environment. Fine. Now, moving on, solve the next question. So, is it done? Let's tally. Let me first read out the sentence given. Harnessing the potential of the digital revolution requires redefining digital access that goes beyond physical connectivity to share specific opportunities available. So, on reading the sentence given, it is obvious that all of the highlighted words have been placed in their correct positions. Thus, no replacement is required. Hence, option 5, that is no replacement required, is the correct answer. Fine. I hope it's clear. Now, moving forward, here's the next question. Solve it. So, is it done? Let's discuss. The Senate passed a bill that investment, the largest represents ever made in the United States to advance rebate energy and provide middle class people with a tax sustainable. So, let us analyze the sentence given. First of all, rebate energy is incorrect. Sustainable would be the most appropriate word for A. Sustainable energy. Sustainable energy is the provision of energy such that it meets the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. Rebate means a partial refund to someone who has paid too much for tax, rent, or a utility. Thus, tax rebate is the apt word over here. Tax rebate is basically a refund you are eligible for if the tax you have paid exceeds your tax liability. Hence, clearly C and D must be interchanged. Also, adjective is used before B. As you can see, largest is used, which is an adjective. Hence, noun should come after it, but represents is a verb. Thus, the use of verb at position B is incorrect. Is investment would be the most suitable word. Hence, clearly A needs to be exchanged with B. Therefore, the correct answer is option 2, that is A and B and C and D. So, the correct sentence after improvement should be: the Senate passed a bill that represents the largest investment ever made in the United States to advance sustainable energy and provide middle class people with a tax rebate. Fine. I hope it's clear. Now, moving on, solve the next question. So, is it done? Let's check. Let me first read out the sentence given. The bricks provided an appropriate shape model suitable for the 21st century where a dominated group of states narrow by one power will not governance the agenda. So, on reading the sentence carefully, it is obvious that A and D and B and C must be interchanged in order to make the sentence grammatically and contextually correct. Hence, option 3 is the right answer. So, the correct sentence after interchanging the words should be, the BRICS provides an appropriate governance model suitable for the 21st century where a narrow group of states dominated by one power will not shape the agenda. Fine. Now, moving forward, the next 4 questions were asked in IBBS PO 2021 examination. So, here are the instructions given. Let me first read them out for you. In the given statement, some words have been highlighted. These words may not be at the correct place, making the sentence grammatically and contextually incorrect. Choose the option which represents the correct sequence of words which will make the sentence grammatically and contextually correct. If the sentence is correct as it is, choose E, that is no rearrangement required, as your answer. Fine. Understood? So, now here is the question. Start solving. So, is it done? Let's discuss. Let me first read out the sentence given. The spark of steel invention, the second industrial revolution, catalyzing an economic renewal. So, on analyzing the given sentence, you can tell that we need a noun in the first place to make the sentence correct. The only noun highlighted in the sentence is invention, which needs to be in the first place. The only option with word be in the first place is option 2. Thus, the correct answer is option 2. So, the rearranged sentence is the invention of steel sparked the second industrial revolution, catalyzing an economic renewal. Fine. Now, moving on, solve the next question. So, is it done? Let's tally. We often places new discovered when we take excursions around the world. So, clearly we need a verb for the subject we at position A to make the sentence grammatically correct. Thus, B must be placed at A. Word C is at the correct place and requires no change. Excursion means a short trip or outing to some place. Hence, it fits perfectly. So, clearly option 1, that is BAC, is the correct answer. So, the rearranged sentence is, we often discover new places when we take excursions around the world. Fine, I hope it's clear. Now, moving forward, here's the next question, solve it. So, is it done? Let's discuss. Let me first read out the sentence given. Politicians are like biochemical because they play with the emotional and musicians' reactions of the general public. So, in the above sentence, politicians is a plural noun that is compared with another noun. We need another plural noun to maintain parallelism. The C should be in the place of A. The word B is in the correct place. Hence, option 4, that is CBA, is the correct answer. So, the rearranged sentence is politicians are like musicians because they play with the emotional and biochemical reactions of the general public. Fine. I hope it's clear. Now, moving on, solve the next question. So, is it done? Let's tally. Let me first read out the sentence given. One of the most pressing gender opportunity of today is equal issues at work. So, the sentence is trying to convey the gender issues which affects the workplaces of today. The correct phrase contextually is thus equal opportunity. The C needs to be in place of B. Moreover, one of the is always followed by a plural noun. The only plural noun highlighted here is issues. Hence, clearly option 1, that is ACB, is the correct answer. The rearranged sentence is thus, one of the most pressing gender issues of today is equal opportunity at work. Fine. I hope it's clear. Now, moving forward, the next 2 questions were asked in your IBPS PO 2023 examination. So, it's a homework, that is question 12 and question 13. These 2 questions are your homework. Do them on your own. So, now let's end our lecture for today. I hope you guys enjoyed today's lecture. Thank you.